Hello viewers, do you know that there's greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there's greatness on your inside? Do you know greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there's greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there's greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there's greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network.
Thanks for watching. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook at Life Center Network TV. Keep watching Life Center Network TV, your gateway to possibility.
The whole idea is to inspire to do better with your businesses and to also grow in your chosen career path. Today we are going to be talking about the topic food business is big business, and we have our guest already seated, Mrs. Hannah Adimora.
Hi.
She's actually she's somebody that's been in the industry for quite some time. She had a stint in the banking and the oil servicing industry before she started her food business. She's a certified food safety holder. She's also one of the pioneer students of Hilda Bassi's record-breaking class, and she's happily married with 3 beautiful children. Anna, you're welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be on the show with you, Howard. Been a while.
Yes. So let me start with the first question.
Okay.
What inspired you to start your food business? And what were the initial challenges that you encountered when you started?
Okay, actually, where I was working was actually folding up, and then I knew I had this thing with cooking.
Okay.
Right from when I was a child, I've just been a businesswoman. Growing up, I've always liked selling 1 or 2 things. So when the company was folding up, I thought about okay, what's the next thing to do? I was in that office when I started designing my logo, starting up my, aspects of how I want to diverse from where I am into business. So that was how I started, but I didn't start with food actually.
Okay.
I started with juice making, fresh juice, smoothies and all that. So that was what I was doing for a couple of months until I met a school where I was supplying juice to, and they're like, madam, can't you do packed food for us for our school party? And then I was like, why not? The businesswoman in me said, if you can do juice, why can't you do food? Yeah. And I know I'm good at cooking, and that's how I started.
Wow.
And here I am today.
So that's nice. What were the initial challenges you encountered when you started?
Breaking through.
Okay.
Yeah, breaking through was actually the problem. When I started, it was like, okay, let me just be doing for friends, family, people around. you know. But then, thank God for social media. It actually is a tool I really used for my business to grow. You know, then I dived into social media. I was always in people's faces. I was always posting on Facebook, Instagram. You know, and some people actually say, Hannah, it's like we start blocking you because once we open Facebook, is your food that is popping up. You know, so I actually use social media to get myself out there.
Okay. So I would like to ask, can you describe any unique partnerships or collaborations that have helped you? Because as an entrepreneur, it's good to collaborate with others. I'm sure for people like you that are into the food business, there are people who are into makeup, photography, and all of that that also deal with people that want to have weddings and other events. Do you have any collaborations that have impacted on your business, and how has it impacted on your business?
Okay, for my niche is catering. I do more of catering. You know, so I just knew automatically I needed event planners to partner with. Because event planners these days are also a big deal, you know. So people need an event planner to plan their wedding. They need food, but sometimes they trust the event planner to recommend for them. So I actually have event planners that I partner with that recommend me to these clients. So it just flows.
So if you're watching us, there is a number that will scroll on the screen. Feel free to call in and ask your questions, or if you want to make a contribution. So let me ask another question. How do you keep up with trends and, you know, in the industry, and stay innovative? How do you stay innovative and keep up with trends in the industry? Because it's an industry that is constantly
really changing, really changing. And especially if you're in Port Harcourt, where I would say to an extent, you know, we have a limitation. You know, Lagos is where people appreciate food business more than Port Harcourt, so to say, because their life is they're always on the move. Most Lagosians, they leave the house as early as 5 a.m. They are back by 11 p.m. So most of the food they eat in the day, they order it. You know, but in Port Harcourt, we have time per se. So Port Harcourt, you need to go like an extra mile to catch up with the trends. So what really helped me, basically, again, is social media. I follow blogs, I follow people that are outside Port Harcourt. So I see what is happening around the world, and I try to evolve and change to make my business also stand within, you know, the challenges and other people that, you know, are already there. Basically, for food business, it's not as easy as people think it is. It's not. The main thing you need to do is to be creative. It's your creativity that puts you out there. It's not about you can cook. No, everybody, so many people can cook. That's true. But what's the special thing with you? Why would I leave A and come and buy from you? Why would I want to use you for my event? You have to be creative. That's why you see these days our setups on like events, we change the setups, we do a whole lot to get our stand to be attractive. People feed with the eyes first before they actually taste the food. So they need to see your stand needs to be attractive. Your food needs to look, you know, appetizing first before someone wants to actually eat that food. So you need to be creative. You need to also know what's happening around the world. You need to know what your competitors are doing, and then step up the game while you're also trying to keep up with the price. You don't want to be too pricey.
Talking about price, how do you cope? Because the price of food nowadays is always changing. So when you give a quotation, how do you ensure that you're able to still meet up with the same price? Maybe you may go to the market and find out that what you quoted for 10,000 is now 12,000, 30,000. How do you cope?
Sometimes that's why you need your contract. Your food business contract. In your contract, sometimes you put it like this, especially for events that people come to you for like 3 months ahead. You put it in your contract that this price I'm giving you is for this month. If prices increases, sorry, we'll have to review by 10%, 20%, and then the client has to agree to it, or it's a no deal. You need to discuss this with your clients. Let them agree. If they don't agree, for me, I back out. Because the way Nigeria is going, and nobody knows what's happening in the next 2 weeks in the market. So you need to discuss all this.
Can you share a memorable success story or moment since you started your business? One major breakthrough or one major event that you did that, you know?
Okay, for me, I would say it's the year 2020. Because to so many people, it was a year that they lost a lot because of the COVID and all that. But for me, I think that was the year I really broke through. Because while COVID was on, I had some clients that were stuck. to say. Like they couldn't move out because there was no, they are not in Port Harcourt, but they came for work and they got stuck in their houses.
Yes.
So I was like, so, I don't know how God just did it, but somehow I had this delivery guy that could break through even with the lockdown. And I had customers that could deliver even with the lockdown.
Okay.
So while people were not in business, somehow I was delivering like back to back. And then with social media, I'm in my house, I'm posting, and like every day you're seeing stuff. And people are like, how do you get these things to us? I'm like, don't worry, do you want to order? I will send to you. So 2020 was my year for breakthrough, and then with the Women in Port Harcourt Award thing, I won.
Yes, you won.
Yeah, that was like, you know, people like to identify people that have gotten to a level of success. Yeah. So with that award, I think people now were comfortable to identify with my brand, and then they were free to do.
So it was very interesting when I found out you had gone through the basis class. What did you really learn, and how has that also impacted on your business?
Okay,
personal development is also very important.
Very
I want you to
important.
highlight on that for those that are watching.
Yeah,
who,
very important. In your field, wherever you find yourself, you need to learn to grow. You know, when I saw the advert, I was like, okay, what is it? Let me just give it a try. You know, and to let me give her credit. She actually gave more than what she charged.
Wow.
She gave more. She gave more value than what she charged. So yeah, that also helped. I added more to what I had. You know, especially food costing and food editing.
Okay.
You know, I learned that from that class. So I could say, yeah, it was a win for me to add to what I had. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes it's a challenge when somebody wants to start a business. You know, maybe you have a passion for making people laugh.
Okay, what may I will say is this thing I hear with passion, and yes, you may have the passion, but you need to learn to convert that your passion to a business.
Yeah.
I have a passion for cooking.
Okay.
Yeah. Even growing up, my mom used to cook for her church for free. You know, but I was the one she was using to do the work. That's how I developed that strength for cooking. You know, I was the one doing the work behind the scene, but she was doing it for free, totally free. I mean, I was like, Mom, this thing you're doing, because then I was working, so it didn't really bother me. But I was like, you can make money from this thing. Yeah. So that passion you have, everybody has a passion. Learn to convert your passion to profit. Yeah. How do you convert it? This thing, you know. That's why you see some people now, they are selling ebooks on how to have a successful marriage. Yes, they know how to talk, but they are learning to convert it to profit. Yeah. So you know how to cook. Learn to convert your cooking skills to profit, to making money. Because your passion will not pay your bills, your passion will not pay your kids' school fees. You need to learn to convert that passion to profit. How do you convert it? Okay, yes, you know how to cook, and your friends always tell you, this your jollof rice is so nice, this your soup is so nice, and then you keep cooking for them for free. Why not you cook one day, call them, say, okay, I'm doing the food testing. You pay a ticket of 5,000 naira to enter. And you find out that, yes, because they've tasted your food in the past, they know, your food is good. They wouldn't mind paying 5,000 to come for that food testing, because they are sure they'll get value for the 5,000 because you've been giving them free food. So that's how you launch your passion. For example, you do food testing, like I said, or you could, like when I started, I did a lot of freebies. I could see, like, I had some event planners, they didn't know me. They hadn't tasted my food, so I needed to prove to them that I could do this. So they had some shows they were doing that were almost free. You know, so I said, okay, I offered, I'll do 20 packs of small chops, I'll do 20 packs of jollof rice just to sponsor, to be part of your show. Even some comedians I've actually done that with. I'll tell them, okay, for this your event you're doing, I'll support with 50 packs of small chops, I'll support with this, and then I'll put my label on the plates. So as you're eating the food, you're liking, this is nice. And then you'll see my name, my number, and then, you know, that's how you actually...
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I would like you to just highlight some of the opportunities in the food business industry.
There is a lot.
Because it's really big. Some people focus
the way
on
Nigeria
seafood
is now, when I see young people that are telling me, there's no work, I don't know what to do, it amazes me, because you see, food business, it's not just about the processed food, like the finished product. Yes. We have raw. Everybody now is striving just to eat. So many people, apart from the ones that are up there. An average Nigerian, their major concern is, what are my kids going to have for breakfast? What are my kids? And, you know, they go out, all they hustle for is to buy food. So if you say, okay, you want to do raw, you want to sell the raw material, the raw ingredients, you're thinking of, okay, rice. Let's just say, how much is a cup of rice now? You know? So you can even say, okay, in front of my house, you don't have a space. Yes, I agree. Start in front of your house. Put one table out there. Put basin of, you see all this when they put gari, rice, maggi, small things, and people on their street patronize them, because people must eat.
Yes.
No matter how hard it is, people must eat. Mothers will not watch their kids go hungry. Even if they have the least penny they have, they are ready to sacrifice it on food. So that's the leverage for us. People must get married.
Yeah.
People must do baby dedications.
Yes.
People must gather friends. So what is the excuse? And the truth is, most of us, we have circle of friends. I don't know if some people are just too ashamed to start up something, or they feel too big. Like when I started, actually, I had some people tell me, now mama put thing they wanted to do now. You know, because I didn't have a place from my house. So Hannah, I can't even wanted to do now. You know, coming from looking at where I was working and all that. You know, but I didn't care. I didn't care. And the truth is, even then, that I was not really there yet. Yeah. What I would make in a week was more than my salary.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
What I was making in a week, even with the juice, was more than my salary. So that was the motivation. The money was the motivation for me, really. Because you see, as the alerts are coming in, you're striving to do better. You're like, okay, if I can package more, if I can do this more, I think I'll get more clients, I'll get more orders. So that's like, there's nothing to do. There is a whole lot to do. Even if you want to say, okay, it's groundnut you want to be selling. Yeah. That's a big business. Yeah. Groundnut is there. Bread, uncle. Every family must eat bread. Yeah. There's no way you won't eat bread. And see, bread is expensive now.
Yes, it is.
So there's a whole lot you can start up with. It's just putting your mind to it, like, this is what I want to do. Yes, there are challenges of how do you break through. But consistency is the key. Yeah. Just keep going. You may sell one today, tomorrow you sell two. Just don't be discouraged. Keep going. Before you know it, you're there.
Wow, fantastic. So, you know, every great vision requires a team. I know the success you've achieved so far is not just your effort alone.
It's not easy. Food business is actually not easy.
Yeah, you have a group of people you work with. How do you recruit? How do you communicate your vision to them? How do you manage them to be able to achieve your goals?
Okay. For me, my goal is not being a boss to them. Yeah. Because once you do that, you lose them. Okay. I try to make these people feel they are part of the business. Yes. They have something at stake. Because of course they have something at stake. Yes. If I don't sell, I can't pay you. Yeah. So you're also a shareholder in the business. Yeah, I make you know you have something at stake. So they are also working hard to bring in customers, to make sure they get to a level of perfection, so that we don't go out there and then our clients are getting upset of our so they also have that zeal for the business, because their daily bread comes from it. Yeah. So you need to carry your team along. That's like, there's no story about it. Okay. And food business is one business that you can't really calculate loss. Yeah, they can steal from you, and under your nose they are stealing from you. You won't even know. But if you are able to build that trust in them, to make them see this thing like our thing, yeah, I think it will be reduced. It may not be completely erased, but you can actually reduce it. Okay. Yeah, carry them along.
Okay. So you are the CEO of Triple S Foods. Yeah. And I know you combine that with being a wife and a mother. You have 3 children. How do you combine, and how do you advise somebody who is going into this kind of a business to manage, balance family and business together?
Yes, as a mother, starting wasn't easy, because then I didn't have a lot of hands. Yeah. So you know what I did? I put my family in the business. Wow. My kids were all part of the business. Wow. If I have an order, either my son is wrapping serviette and spoon, my daughter is bringing out the packs, she's putting sticker on it, so everybody knows, this, and then I reward them. At the end of the day, I say, we were paid to some amount. Take. So, you know, they are now seeing this like, mommy has business, so please, let's finish our homework. Yes. So they are now advising themselves to finish up their stuffs, so they can be part of what I'm doing and get their little stipend. Wow. So as a mother, you need to carry your children along in whatever you're doing. Yeah. And the truth is, if your kids are also praying for you, you don't have anything stopping you. Because the Lord honors our children's prayer. Yes. My kids, I'll hear them when they are praying, oh Lord, bless my mommy's business. Let her have orders this week, because of the little thing I give to them. Yeah. So and then I have a very, very, very supportive husband. Okay. That your partner is also a major tool that can make you or mar you. Yeah. My husband is the type that he would say, Madam, you have an event to deliver by 10 o'clock. Why would you be sleeping by 4 a.m.? It's just 100 packs. I can do this thing in 2 hours. Wow. But my husband will start waking me up from 5. Wake up, go and call your people. Start, so that you won't go there late. You know, I call him my timekeeper. I say, timekeeper, please, it's not your time. Allow me to sleep for 30 minutes, you know. And then when we are packing up, he's like, hurry up. Sometimes he could actually drive them there. If I'm still not done, he will take my people there. come back and then bring the car for me to drive there. So he was really supportive. In fact, when I need to buy some equipment, as at that time, my first chafing dishes I bought, it was a problem to complete the money because I wanted something that would really stand out. He was like, okay, how much is money, Seth? Okay, take. Well, any year you can pay me back. And the truth is, I never paid back. But then, it's a record that is for the business, and now the business is, of course, helping him in return. So your family has to be carried along. I see women do things and they don't even tell their husbands. You're starting off a business, your husband is not carried along. No, you need to carry. I sat him down and I said, guy, I'm stopping this job. It's not paying me. I can't be stressing. And then my kids were suffering because most times I couldn't even go and pick them by 2:30 because my boss was around. I was still working. I will now call a driver that will go and carry my kids, take them home. All that. Psychologically, they were not sure of the days mommy could come or mommy could not come. So they were not stable mentally. But with the business now, wherever I am, I can stand up and leave. My kids, my staffs can handle it. So it's all sacrifice. The family has to sacrifice for the business to grow. Yes. Everybody has to sacrifice. Because when it's there, everybody will enjoy from the returns.
So I want to talk a bit about funding. Sometimes people are laid back, they feel they can't start because they don't have
you don't need money to start.
So let's share some ideas.
You don't need money to start, especially if you're into processed food.
Okay.
Because as people are ordering, they are paying you. You're going to the market with their money. You don't have to use your money. If you don't pay me, I don't leave my house. So as they are ordering, even from when I started, I had that thing laid down. At least do up to 70%. Let me know I'm using your money to go to the market for you. So you need to be firm. There's nothing like family. Do it later, I'll pay you. No, you can't do that with food business. You will run bankrupt. You need to stand your ground. People will pay you. Use their money to deliver for them. So you really do not need capital to per se to start, unless you're doing things like chin bottled granite. Okay, you need to buy the bottle. You need to buy the granite. You need to buy your packaging. But for events, catering, office lunch, you don't need capital to start. All you need to start is your industrial cooker, your pots, your spoons, cutleries, basic kitchen things you need. And you can start from wherever. I've actually known people that started as students in their university campus environment, like all this, you are renting an accommodation outside school. As students, they've actually started. Yeah, they go to school, take orders of their fellow students, come back, make the soup, deliver to their students. So you're not using your money to do anything. You're getting paid for what you're doing. As they give you the money, you deliver.
I hope our viewers are getting ideas. You can still call in before we round up. We're just about to round up a few minutes. Feel free to call if you have a question or if you want to make any contribution. But let me just talking about social media now. How well do you use social media? Are there some challenges? Because sometimes people feel, I don't know this person, but I want to try for the first time. How do you manage relationships so that you get through social media, and how do you leverage on technology to drive your brand?
Okay, when I was starting, I had that same issue of people were like, how do I trust you, to send you money when I've not seen you? So I actually used to have meetings with first-time clients. Before you pay, if you're not comfortable to do an online deal without seeing me, I would choose where we would meet. We'll sit down, talk. You're seeing me. I'm giving you every detail you need to know about me. So online business now has revolved. I think people actually are comfortable now ordering. So this is even a very good time, unlike back then when it wasn't so much. But now people trust, they can buy everything. People can buy everything from the comfort of their homes. So I think the major thing is, if you're starting, try to have visual meetings with your first-time clients. Let them see you, because some people, they like to see face. I see some pages that you're starting, you've never posted your face on your business page. No, I won't buy personally, because I need to see the face behind it. That's why if you notice, in a month, I must post my face at least once. Every month I try to post once. Let them see, let them relate with you. Yes, it's called social media. You have to be, even if in the online space, you need to be social. Follow people, follow handles, comment on people's posts. Let people see your name. You just go there, you post and you go out. That's what some people do. They post their stuff, they go out. They don't like anybody's post. They don't follow people. They don't interact on. You need to communicate. You need to relate to people. I have a lot of friends that I've never seen. On social media.
Okay, so what are your handles?
I use more. I'm more of Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook is my playground
Okay.
because I have more followers than family and friends. So your family will not take you serious.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, your friends too that know you to the house, they won't take you serious. But total strangers, they see what you're doing. They see all your certificates posted there. They see your achievements. They're like, this person is a serious person. But your family, they know you. They knew you when you were growing up. So you're like, so I use more of Instagram actually, and Instagram has really, really helped me. I've sealed deals on Instagram that people I know cannot comfortably give to me. Yeah, I've actually sealed some deals that I'm like, this person know they fear. You give me this kind of money, you never see me before. You know, so I think Instagram is it for me. But I know some people that sell on Facebook.
So your Triple S Foods on Instagram.
On Instagram,
Triple
yes.
S Foods.
Yes, Triple
okay.
S.
Just a final word, because we are rounding up now. Time is up. Just a final word for people who want to kickstart their own businesses. They've heard you, but maybe they still have that fear.
Yeah.
Just a word of encouragement before we round up.
My word of encouragement is just start as you are. I started as I was, like, I didn't have any space. I didn't have any. I just started from my kitchen. You know, what I did was, the first I did was to create my business handle. And I started posting. Every meal I do for my husband, I'll package it well, make it presentable, make it look good, get a good light, snap it, and post. So just start where you are. If you're cooking your weekend stock-up meals for your family, snap it, put it in takeaway plates, set it well, set lights, snap it. Let people see it. People want to see. They don't want to hear stories. Let them be sure that, okay, your egusi soup actually looks like this. Some people want the one that oil is floating. Let them see it. You know, people like to relate to what they see. So wherever you are, start. Is it you want to start selling something? How much do you have? You have 10,000 naira. Go to somebody that sells in large quantity. Tell them, please give me 10,000 naira worth. Let me start selling. If I sell, I'll be buying from you. You know, get that relationship with the person. I have a friend that has opened a grocery shop with little or no fund. How did she do? She went to wholesale dealers. They gave her cartons of each of their products. Okay, sell. You're now like their second hand. You know. So as she's selling, she's giving them back their money. And she's making her small profit from it.
Wow.
So wherever you are, start from it.
Wow.
Even if you're a student, my dear, you eat in your house, you make indomie, you have small pots. And you have friends that like indomie, and your indomie is very nice. Why don't you market that indomie?
Wow.
Market it. Tell them, okay, today I'm doing indomie party. Everybody come and eat. Just for today, it's free. You know, after next week, we'll start charging. Start somewhere.
Wow.
Start somewhere. Enough of all this begging and going to social media. You're using data to do rubbish when you can use that your data to make money from it. Instead of going there to go to blogs and hear gossips and all that, use that same data. Go online, post something, ebook or whatever. You can talk, do something. There's a lot people can do with money now. It's just that we've stopped exploring our
Wow. It's just like we should just keep going on, but we have to round up. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
it has
having
been
me.
nice
I talk a
listening
lot.
and learning from you. I hope that we'll still bring you maybe once or twice again on this show to address other topics.
You can call me anytime.
Right. Thank you. So for those
Thank you for
of you that have watched, I encourage you to also join us next week by Wednesday, 2 p.m. As we also address another very important topic around entrepreneurship. Thank you for watching and God bless you.
Bye.